Welcome back to Royals Show. Today we are talking about a story that has captured headlines around the world. Prince Harry embarks on what many are calling a pseudo-royal tour of the United Kingdom. But the palace remains silent on whether his 4-day visit will include seeing his father, King Charles. So, before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more new videos about the royal family. Prince Harry is preparing to return to the United Kingdom on Monday. His trip is expected to last 4 days, and it will include several official engagements. This is his longest stay in Britain since September 2022, when he and Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, came back following the death of Queen Elizabeth II. But unlike that somber moment, this time, his visit carries a different weight. It comes at a time when Harry is reportedly hoping to reset his damaged relationship with his family. Still, Buckingham Palace is being deliberately quiet. Officials have refused to say whether King Charles will meet his son during these 4 days. This silence alone reflects the delicate, deeply strained state of affairs between the Duke of Sussex and the rest of the royal family. The wounds of the past few years are far from healed. The tension stems from more than just personal disagreements. Harry's legal battle with the British government over his security arrangements has widened the gulf. Earlier this year, he lost his case to have taxpayer-funded, full-time police protection reinstated. After that decision, Harry publicly declared the loss an establishment stitch-up, going so far as to suggest there were questions about how long his father had to live. Many within the palace and the public alike found those words shocking, even deeply offensive. The father and son have not been seen together since February of last year. At that time, Harry flew across the Atlantic when news broke that King Charles had been diagnosed with cancer, but even then, he was not informed beforehand. Reports suggest the palace feared the information might leak. Their meeting lasted just half an hour before Harry returned to the United States. This week, Harry will once again take on a series of public engagements. His calendar is filled with appearances connected to his long-standing patronages in charitable causes. He is determined, his team says, to keep this visit focused and positive. No courtrooms, no political statements, just charity work. King Charles, however, will not be in London when Harry arrives. He is staying at Markle, his Scottish residence, quietly marking 2 personal milestones: the anniversary of his mother's passing and the anniversary of his accession to the throne. There is a possibility he could return to the capital for other private audiences during the week, but no meeting with Harry has been confirmed. Meanwhile, Prince William's schedule seems almost designed to avoid any overlap with his younger brother. On Monday, William will be in Sunningdale, Berkshire, commemorating the life of his grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II, on the 3rd anniversary of her death. On Tuesday, he is expected in Lambeth, London, visiting a youth organization supported by his Homewards Homelessness Initiative. On Wednesday, William travels to Cardiff, where he will highlight mental health awareness at the Principality Stadium for World Suicide Prevention Day. Each of these engagements places him elsewhere, leaving no window, at least publicly, for a reunion with Harry. Harry's own schedule is packed. On Monday evening, he will attend the WellChild Awards in London. For 17 years, he has been the proud patron of this charity, which supports children living with serious illness and their families. Even after stepping back as a working royal, he has maintained his commitment. At the awards, He will not only present an honor to one of the winners, but also use the platform to spotlight the resilience of families facing extraordinary challenges. On Tuesday, he heads to Nottingham to visit the community recording studio. There, he is expected to announce a substantial donation to children in need, focusing on projects aimed at combating youth violence. His team says this is an example of Harry staying true to his passions, supporting young people, creating safe spaces, and using his platform to make a difference. Wednesday and Thursday will see him involved with causes close to his heart, the Invictus Games and the Diana Award. The Invictus Games, founded by Harry, have always been a source of pride and purpose for him. The Diana Award, named in memory of his mother, continues to celebrate young people making positive social change, a legacy Harry often says inspires him to this day. Friends of the Duke of Sussex say his desire to reconnect with the United Kingdom is genuine. Recently, he shared in an interview with the Sunday Times that he wants to come home more often and hopes one day to bring his family with him. One close friend explained he hasn't given up hope. He really would like to return more regularly. Another insisted, Harry has made it clear he wants reconciliation. The next step is on the family's side. But this sentiment is not universally welcomed within royal circles. For many, trust remains broken. Years of explosive interviews, television specials, and his tell-all memoir, Spare, have left scars. His words about security risks also continue to stir controversy. Earlier this year, Harry told the BBC he believed any return to the UK involved significant physical danger for him and his family. Critics ask, if that is true, how can he justify this very trip? A source close to Harry attempted to answer. They said, live threats against the Duke do exist and will always exist. It's an unfortunate inevitability. The level of personal risk Harry is willing to accept is very different from the risks he is prepared to expose his wife and children to. Not wanting to bring his children into that environment is something any father can understand. And so the visit continues. A 4-day stay filled with public engagements, charity appearances, and carefully managed publicity. Yet the shadow hanging over it is clear. Will Harry meet his father, the king? Will there be even a brief, private moment between father and son? Or will this trip be remembered as just another missed opportunity for healing? For now, Buckingham Palace offers no answers. The king remains silent, William remains distant, and Harry remains hopeful. The rift within the royal family remains as deep as ever, even as one of its most famous members tries once more to find a way home. Stay tuned for more updates as the story unfolds. And remember to subscribe to the channel for more videos about the royal family.